Hello everybody, and welcome back for more Let's Play Banjo-Tooie. In the last episode, we did some post-level cleanup. After Literal Mine, we got a few jiggies along the way, and we also totally did not cheat just to get some more feathers in our inventory. And not so much cheating, though. In this episode, we're going to enter Level 3, Witchyworld. Oh, it says here. The management of Witchyworld theme park regrets to inform you that no food can be taken off the premises. So there. Oh, fine then. I mean, there's no such thing as takeout here. There's some stuff to explain about, so... oh, hello there. You look kind of familiar, even though we probably never met before. Hello there, little darlings. Have we met, lady? Not personally, but I believe you helped my husband out a while ago when we still lived on Freezeezy Peak. Ah, then you must be Mrs. Boggy. How is the big guy? Oh, a little older, a little fatter. He's given up sled racing and taken to watching his new widescreen TV all day. Lazy oaf. Anyway, I must be getting back home. I told my children, Groggy, Soggy, and Moggy, to meet me here. I don't suppose you feel like rounding them up for me? Well, we could, but we probably can't do so at the moment, though, because of reasons here, so... anyways, yeah, like I said, this is Witchyworld, and I gotta say, I fucking love this level. This is without doubt my absolute favorite level in the entire game, and it's so fun. Like, you know, there's a lot of interesting places to go around, and, you know, for one thing, it's supposed to be based off a theme park, and, you know, usually theme parks are supposed to be fun, but this one in particular isn't really portrayed as such, because it's known to be very dangerous, you know, has, like, you know, some real bad safety records, apparently, which is the reason why it's closed, and it's so surprising at this point. There's, like, nobody even filed for any lawsuits against those safety records, so, you know, I mean, it's surprising you could still be open despite that, but, you know, but it's such a fun level, you know, there's a lot of fun mini games there, too. This is actually where you're pretty much introduced to a few more mini games, and they're real fun at that as well. You know, some interesting areas, and, you know, it feels so great. I love this world. Here's a... oh, hey, it's Conga! Hey there! Let me see your tickets, buddy. Yeah, I remember Conga, right? Same guy who tried to kill us, apparently, over oranges and all that. Well, he's back, although this time he's not really trying to kill us. And, you know, he doesn't have any oranges to throw at us this time around, but... yeah, this time he's working as a ringleader of Witchyworld, and he's guarding the entrance to the big top, and we're gonna need 4 tickets to get in there, so, you know, we don't have any tickets, and we're gonna have to find a way to get some. But yeah, basically is what Witcherworld is. It's supposed to be it's a theme park level, you know, kind of about time we have a theme park, and, you know, it's so dangerous here and there, you know, all the dangerous rides, and, you know, and also for one thing, you know, there's, like, so many complaints about how dangerous the rides are, but apparently the management here, well, actually, seeing as how Runty apparently owns this park, she's not one to ever give a flying fuck about any kind of safety records, and, you know, she's one of those people who goes like, oh, you don't like it, well, then deal with it. You know, that kind of thing. Let's see, this here, it's a burger stand, it looks like. Big Al's Burgers, 100% meat of rodent origin, topped with a synthetic cheese blend, or cheese slice. Ew. Well, I mean, there's more to talk about with the food stands right here. Yeah, it actually has burgers and fries here, apparently. Guys, you know, they gotta have this stuff. Oh, yeah, a couple of new enemies to go over here. Well, actually, yeah, well, I'll get to those in a bit here, because there's also another one right here. Let's see here. Come inside and have your fortune told by Madam Grunty. However, we are contractually obliged to point out that you may not necessarily like what she decides. Oh, jeez. Well, you know what? I'm going to go in there anyway, because, you know, just see what my fortune's told. So, anyway. Ah, welcome! I will now choose your fate. And what will the fate be? You win an energy bar refill. Oh, wow. That's kind of ironic coming from Grunty. I mean, you know, since usually healing us is the very last thing Grunty would ever think about. You know, knowing her. Anyways, so let's got some more notes right here. Oh, and a new move for us. So, this move right here, this is actually one of the biggest factors about Banjo-Tooie that we'll be utilizing quite a bit here. And so this move here, it is the split-up move. So yes, so yeah, this is actually one kind of big mechanic that the Banjo-Tooie has introduced here, is that that Banjo-Kazooie will actually be able to split up and perform on their own here. And so if you actually see these paths, we've actually seen those quite a bit before, but we couldn't really do anything. Well, this is actually where we'll finally learn the split-up mechanic. So if we stand on the pad, we want to stand on the blue banjo pad here, and then we press A. Then Kazooie will actually hop out of Banjo's backpack, and so now now the duo will actually be able to form separately and do their own kind of things. So, you know, they actually get to do their own kind of solo, separate things, you know, since they've always been together now. They have to go and act on their own now. Not all the time, though, because, you know, there's some things, you know, they're always going to be together anyway. So, anyway, so right now, we don't really have much going for the separate moves, like, you know, just showing off what they can do. Then if you either see a swap cloud, or if you go and stand on Banjo's pad, and if you press A, then you actually switch over to another character, in this case Kazooie. Or stand on our own pad, then just switch back over to Banjo. But there's going to be instances where you're going to need a Banjo or Kazooie in solo. Let's see here. Salty Joe's Fries, a taste-free, greasy alternative to a decent meal. Yeah, I bet this one's pretty bad. It's kind of weird, though, that, you know, they're actually still called fries, despite the fact that, you know, this game made by Rare, a British company, because in the UK, they're actually supposed to be called chips, you know, for, you know, the stuff in which we Americans call French fries. But they actually still call them fries, because I guess they don't want to get us Americans confused and all that. And also, the stuff that we call chips, even though, you know, they call fries chips, but, like, you know, for views, you know, stuff like potato chips, stuff like, you know, Lay's bags, they call them crisps, like, you know, potato crisps is what they are. But, you know, sometimes they'll still call them chips anyway, so, you know, again, just to alleviate the confusion here. Alright, so, oh, and this thing right here, so this right here is random stop honeycomb. What it is that you actually see the honeycombs be highlighted very randomly, and you want to press B to choose which one you want to go for, but those things I tend to avoid because I hate taking risks of having to potentially get some low energy. So, yeah, you want to make sure to avoid those because I don't really like things going randomly, like, especially in terms of health. Now, Witchyworld, if we can see here, it's actually divided into separate zones. So we have Area 51, that's by the entrance. Oh yeah, we're about to storm Area 51 here. I remember that. And then this zone right here is called Space Zone. It's all space themed here. And another new move for us this year is Airborne A Gaming. And so we actually have a new move for like we're using the flight pads and we're mid-air. For this move, you go into first-person view, and then you can actually be able to shoot the eggs. And also, if your energy is low, then Jam Jars will actually he'll actually heal you. So there we go. So if you ever desperate on healing or get some energy refilled, then if you ever want to get them right away, then you find Jam Jar silos, and he'll always heal you no matter what. If your energy is low, and then if you talk to him, even if he's doing a recap, then he'll always heal you no matter what. If you ever need an energy refill, if you're not really getting honeycombs, because sometimes when you kill enemies, you won't be they won't really spawn honeycombs, not as much as in Banjo-Kazooie. So they can be a little scarce because of it, or if you ever find some beehives. But anyway, so yeah, now that we have Airborne A Gaming, then we can be able to shoot eggs while we're flying. So, so that's actually kind of cool. Now, I'm actually going to Mana Grunty's set a few times, because sometimes she'll actually give you this one special fortune, in which, you know, some certain cheat, and I want to be going to those a bunch of times to see if I can actually get a set cheat here. Oh yeah, she is already a close-up shop now. But yeah, if you actually go in there a bunch of times, she'll actually very randomly give this one cheat that you'll be getting to, but it's also very random. So there's like a, you know, I don't know, probably like a very small chance they ever get those. But if I ever don't get them, I might just save them for a bonus video. So anyway, this here is the haunted zone, and it's supposed to be some kind of a haunted theme is what it is. And what we're doing right here is that this is a dive of death, and so we actually go to the top of the top of the plank here. And then we can see that there's a narrow pathway that we see here, and there's a jiggy at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and I actually did a few jump cuts here because I was falling out of that there, and I didn't want to waste anybody's time. So you can actually just tiptoe across here. We're gonna actually use a grape grab to go across if you don't want to take any risks. And then there's a jiggy right there. So anyways, yeah, if you want to talk about like some very dangerous theme parks, it's very much like Action Park. You remember that park in New Jersey? Where, you know, it's actually very well known for having dangerous rides and all that, and, you know, there's a bit of a death toll here and there, so yeah, you best want to stay away from that. If you want to know more of the info for Action Park, watch Defunct Land's episode. Sorry about that voice crack. I hate these voice cracks I keep on getting. I'm trying to explain or get my point across, and then suddenly I get this voice crack that I've been having a lot, and I hate it when that happens. So yeah, but yeah, watch Defunct Land's episode on when they cover Action Park, and you'll see what I mean on that one. In fact, Witchyworld itself might as well just get an episode of Defunct Land because of how dangerous it is. So this right here is the Haunted Cavern. It is very dark, but you have these goblins that you see floating around, and they actually light the way over there. Make sure you don't touch these thorns that you see on the pathway because they actually do hurt. So, see for sure. Yeah, it says something about swallow underwear. Yeah, it gets so frightening that people actually piss their pants, and you know, apparently they just don't want any part of it here. So yeah, I've been going a little while here, and I did say I was going to go over the enemies, and I kept, you know, going ahead here and just talking about some of the things. So I'll go ahead and explain the enemies now. So the regular mooks that you see here with those big mouths, those are called Jippo Gems. And they're supposed to be like some kind of deranged employees that try to kill you. So I think they just kind of lost their sanity here from working so much there and all that. But yeah, I need to be careful of those. They have variants of them. Like, there's ringleaders, there's the alien mascots, and there's also the Frankenstein mascots. They come with, like, different mascots for them. And those slot machines that try to kill you, they're called fruities. I don't know what fruits have anything to do with them, but, well, you know, I guess slot machines kind of have some fruits. And this here is the Cave of Horrors. We have some different exhibits here. Let's see, ancient bearded camel, mighty evil dinosaur, weird killer alien. Oh, there's a boggy kid over there. Oh, nice. And we see there's supposed to be an old friend, ancient bearded camel. Oh, hey, it's Gobi. Hey, guys, am I glad to see some familiar faces? Gobi, what are you doing in there? Well, as you may remember, I was on my way to the lava world, but I got captured. But now that you're here, I'll soon be out. We'll see about that, Beardy. Do you have any money? No. Then get used to that cage, hump boy. That's no way to treat an old friend. Yeah, you remember Gobi, right? Yeah, we're going to be seeing quite a lot of characters from Banjo-Kazooie. You know, they actually do return in this game here. So actually, you know, so far we've seen Conga, now we're seeing Gobi, and we actually did previously meet Boggy's wife because you know we were seeing some of Boggy's kids. So, so yeah, there's some. I actually really do like these nice callbacks to previous games, and I actually like when the games do that. You know, especially since since Banjo-Tooie really does feel like a true sequel to Banjo-Kazooie. But yeah, you probably remember Gobi and how we've been causing him a lot of misfortunes and being busting on his back for water. And yeah, he's on his way to the lava world, and let's talk to that Triceratops here. I came on the train to visit the theme park, but those filthy rats chucked me in this cage, and now I'm an exhibit. The sign says you're a mighty evil dinosaur. Perhaps that cage is the best place for you. Banjo, don't be unsympathetic here. If I was that mighty and evil, I'd have already busted the door down. Point taken. Come on, Banjo. Let's wreck the door. Alright, so we can go ahead and wreck these doors with the grenade eggs. Yeah, that's actually where those grenade eggs come into play. They just explode right here. And there we go. Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere until the chuffing train is in Witchyworld Station. Yeah, so there's actually a train station in Witchyworld, and you can't really, or he or she, actually, I think that's a girl, Triceratops, so, I actually refer to such, so, oh, and look at that, another blue We've been getting so many blue Jinjos here lately, like, what's all the blue Jinjos? It was our very first Jinjo to collect, and we're seeing a lot of this everywhere. I mean, I'm thankful, though, because, I mean, you know, fun fact, blue is my favorite color. But yeah, there's supposed to be the train station. We haven't had that unlocked yet, though. So once we do, then the Triceratops will actually be able to go over there and just head back home. It's actually going to be for a later level. So yeah, we're seeing Boggy's kids here, but we can't really, like, we could actually do the mission and just, round them up here. But there's actually one more Boggy kid in which we can't really take him back over there, though, because it's also one of those missions in which we can't really do until we learn a certain move from a later level. So that's going to be safe for backtracking video. So we'll just stay over there, and then let's head over this way here. And this will actually lead to the train station. Oh, excuse you. I hear some farts here. Oh, hey, it's another Boggy Kids. Thank goodness you came. I'm really hungry. Don't you think you've had enough? No way. I just need a burger before I go find my mom. You know, she's not wrong. I mean, you've really eaten a lot here, and your massive eating habits is really taking its toll on you now, or on your health, and you're just like burping, farting, and your stomach rumbling and all that. Yeah. Yeah, it's that kind of thing here. I mean, it must have eaten like a lot of unhealthy foods, because you really, because that's one of the things. Just look after your diet here. I know I'm kind of sound like a health Nazi though, but But, you know, it's always best to just make sure you have a well-balanced diet. You know, eat plenty of vegetables. And, you know, I mean, you have to. You have to eat your vegetables, so that way there you can actually maintain your health and just, you know, not so much eat a lot of junk either, especially fast food. But yeah, going a bit on the food here. Apparently, you know, there's burgers and fries, and they're actually like very much health hazards or something, which I'll actually get into once we open those up here. All right, so here's how the train mechanic works here. So if you actually, so what you have to do is that you have to, you see that those tunnels are actually closed right now. So you have to find the switch to open up those tunnels, and then if you go in front of the sign in front of those train tracks, then Old King Cole will contact you, and then he'll ask you if you want to bring Chuffy over to the station. So you can actually say yes, and then the train will come up to you, and you can actually use the train to be able to do some certain missions where, you know, you actually pick up some certain passengers, and then they'll come over to the train, and then they'll get to the destination they want to go. So the train is actually used to get from one location to the other. So like you know, even different levels here. So now that we unlock the train station for Witchyworld, and so we go on the go pad, then we actually travel between this level or Literal Schmine. And so there will be more train stations that you'll come across in different worlds. So if you open those up, then you can actually be able to travel from one area to the next using the train. So it's actually one of the most reliable methods for transportation if you want to get to different areas. And we'll especially need that train for a certain later level we get into that's only accessible for that way, which we'll see here later on. So that Boggy Kid, so he's thinking he wants a burger. So there's going to be like a couple of Boggy Kids that will need some certain food, like, you know, either burgers or fries. So in this case, that kid wants a burger, but, you know, like I said, we can't really do anything about him because we need a certain move from later level to actually take care of that. So that's all we can do in the Haunted Zone for now. But there's actually also one more area within Haunted Zone that we need to unlock. This here is the Wild West Zone, and those Jibba Gems, there are other variants that have these cowboy hats on. So they're basically like, you know, doing some character performances for those, because I think that's what they're doing is that, you know, they're being those mascots or some character performers, because you remember in you know, some theme parks like, you know, let's say Disney World or Universal. Well, I mean, there's also other areas like, you know, if those of you living in California, there'd be like, you know, you guys have a Disneyland, and then there's also Universal Studios in Hollywood. But in my case, you know, since being a Floridian and all, in my case, it's actually like, you know, Disney World and Universal in Orlando. And you know, I'm a lot more familiar with those, you know, especially considering that I've actually lived right by Orlando throughout my entire life, because I actually grew up by the area, so I'm actually very well familiar with those. So yeah, in my case, it'd be like, you know, Disney World and Universal in Orlando. You know, had these you see the character performers. Ring the bell to win a top prize. All right, since here's the Cactus of Strength, there's actually a certain strategy you have to go about. See the switch right here? You actually have to ring the bell, or once you get to that level here. So what you want to do is that you have to shoot the grenade egg, or in this case, just shoot out the grenade egg right there. And then if you beak bust on the switch, and then just a bell drill. So yeah, grenade egg, beak buster, and then bell drill. That's how you get the jiggy. That's right there. And there we go. But yeah, so yeah, if you already know about this character performers, and you know, that's kind of what I think of. Or, you know, there's other theme parks besides Disney and Universal for you know, those character performers and all that. So yeah, that's the thing about Crazy Castle Stockade. Crazy Castle. Oh, what is this? Another Bugs Bunny? And oh, jeez, a Minjo. Okay, so these guys are here. These guys are the Minjos, and this is actually where, you know, you'll get fooled into thinking that you could be there could be some Jinjos and all that. Yeah, there's that skill stop honeycomb here, but anyway. So yeah, Minjos, yeah, you actually see, they actually try to pose as Jinjos. They actually call for help. If you get close enough to them, then they'll actually start to attack you. So yeah, you want to be careful with those and just keep a good eye out. And then you'll actually see them, like, the first kind of giveaway you'll see is that they'll actually be appearing in some more obvious spots. Like, you know, they'd be just out in the open there, so it actually kind of looks like they wouldn't be in prison there. So that's actually one kind of hint that they could be a Minjo. Because, you know, the Jinjos are actually a very well, they're basically just locked up in some kind of more obvious hiding places. So that's how you can actually tell. Now, as you can see here, I tried to go over to that jam jar silo, but you can see here that he actually refused to help us there, just learn us a new move. And the reason for that is because whenever you, for some of the silos, he actually teaches you some certain exclusive moves, like Well, you know, as Banjo-Kazooie together, then he can't really teach us there because he'll teach some moves that'll be exclusive to either Banjo or Kazooie when they're split up. So in this case, you know, there's actually a Banjo exclusive move, and then there's also going to be some other Kazooie exclusive moves here. So if you're playing as the character in which you know that's not suitable for the move is not suitable for them, then he'll actually refuse to teach you that until you've played as that. So in this case, we have this Banjo exclusive move. This is the Pack Whack, and so this is where Banjo will finally get some get his very own kind of combat-based kind of move. So he actually has something to defend himself with. So with the Pack Whack, if you press B just as Banjo alone, then he'll use his backpack as a weapon. That's kind of the reason why his backpack is a little more animated this time around, because you know he can actually be able to take it off and then just you know, and attack some enemies just by using his backpack as a little weapon here. Now there is a bit of a delay time for that there. You want to make sure it's timed just right when you use a Pack Whack. And also, what you just saw beforehand is that you know, there's a little glitch here, and that's actually unintentional on the developer's part. Is that actually Banjo will be able to do a double jump. So if you press A and then use a Pack Whack by pressing B and then press A again, then Banjo will actually jump again in midair. So that's actually some kind of unintentional move that you could use. That's, you know, like some kind of oversight from the developers, but it's actually a nice little trick for a Banjo to use a double jump in case you want to, you know, find some places that you couldn't reach beforehand. All right, so here we are at the pump room, and so just by pressing the switches using the pump master, then you're gonna be able to that's when the crazy castle the inflatable castle actually just popped there. So yeah, Crazy Castle. What does it say? Yet another sequel to Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. Yeah, what, Crazy Castle 6? Crazy Castle 6? Although the fifth one was basically like a Woody Woodpecker, though, so, well, come to think of it, I mean, you could probably say that, you know, with, Kazooie kind of reminding yourself of Woody Woodpecker. Alright, so this here is is one of those mini-games. This is a Hoop Hurry mini-game, and so, if we go into Crazy Castle here, there's going to be a couple of those mini-games that we can actually, that we can play here, and, Grunty is actually hosting those, mini-games for some reason, and just, giving us a run-through on how they work. But, so yeah, basically what those entail is that this minigame here, it's actually only exclusive to Kazooie. So you need Kazooie for this one, because only she can go in there. And the other room is for Banjo-Kazooie together, though, but, well, I'll explain that a bit here. So, anyway, so the Hoop Hurry minigame is that, basically what you have to do is that you want to put on the running shoes so they'll be able to perform faster. And then, what you want to do is that you see these hoops they have here, they're actually color-coded here, so they have like, some certain points here. And then with those running shoes on, you actually be able to go through the hoops, and then you get points on that. And then, like she said here, the hoops they'll have different colors here based on the points they have. So, the blue hoops, the smallest ones, they'll give you 3 points, and then the green ones they'll give you 2, and then the red ones will just give you 1 point. So you want to make sure to get a certain number of points, or you know, at least just a certain number higher to actually be able to win the prize. So yeah, you want to make sure as long as it reaches the threshold to be able to beat to win the mini game, then you'll be able to get the prize. So that's all you gotta do. It's under a time limit as well. It's actually playing some mini game here, so that's actually one of those more legit kind of mini games that get right here. And so there we go. So we have 58 points worth right here, and yeah, and Grunty's being a sore fucking loser and all that. So that's basically what it all entails. And basically all the mini games that you'll be playing here, it's pretty much going to be the same as well, where, you know, you'll be having some certain objects here, and then they'll have those kind of colors that you'll be going through. So it's very much the same as what you do just by getting some certain points. You know, it's just be having some red objects, green objects, or blue objects, and they'll always be the same kind of points that we get in here. So they're kind of similar in a way, just on a different kind of minigame that we'll be playing here. Alright, so yeah, I mean, what it is, you know, we win a Jiggy for that, though, but we're not going to get it just yet, though, because we're going to go ahead and do the other minigame, so that there we'll be able to actually get the other Jiggy that's right there. And, oh, you dick. Now, unfortunately for Kazooie, she doesn't really have any kind of moves that we'll be able to use, like, you know, the backflip jump. That's going to be for another level, or for other levels, and also, she doesn't really have any combat ranged abilities either. That's also going to be for the next level. I kind of wish that she would have learned those moves in the, like, just right away. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go back in there, because we're going to go ahead and do the other minigame. That's in which you can only go in there as a Banjo-Kazooie together. So let's go on this one here, and so we'll go and see the other minigame. Now, keep in mind here, as you can see, you're also going to need the airborne A-gaming move, because if you don't have it, then Grunty will deny you access, and she'll basically tell you to fuck off until you learn the airborne A-gaming. So yeah, you want to make sure to learn that one first before you attempt this one. So anyway, what this one entails is that we have these balloons here, and so yeah, very much the same as the Hoop Hurry, you know, in terms of the colors and the points you'll be getting. Only this time you're going to be using the airborne A-gaming, and then just shoot the balloons here with that move. So this is actually where this move comes into play. So yeah, if you just press the FC button to go into first-person view, and then you'll see the reticle to actually use the projectiles, or projectiles rather. And then just shoot the eggs while you're in flight mode. So that's basically where it comes to play. And so yeah, that's how the minigame entails. Just just keep on shooting, and ideally you want to go make sure to go after the blue balloons as much as you can, though, because since they're worth the most points, and they can be pretty rare as well to come by. So if you ever see the blue balloons or anything that's blue, then you want to make sure to shoot them. That's basically the most ideal way to be able to get more points, and then you'll be able to easily reach the point threshold to get the Jiggy. So yeah, that's what the whole thing entails. Just so you know, just keep shooting the balloons, and I don't even want to know how she was able to blow those balloons. Let me guess, she blew those balloons up with her butt, because that's what she did canonically in my playthrough. Because if you remember, one of those disgusting secrets from Bruntilda that we got there. And, it actually should be canon at this point in Banjo, or at least in my Let's Play of Banjo-Tooie, that she would blow the balloons up with her butt, because remember, if you see my previous Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie, where, one of those Bruntilda choices, that, that's what actually she did. That's basically her best party trick. Blowing balloons up with her butt is actually one of those, and that's actually what it was in my previous Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie. So in this case, for my playthrough of Banjo-Tooie, it's actually pretty much canon at this point.
You won't believe that Gruntilda's party trick is blowing balloons up with their butt? Ew! Gross! Oh, God! Ugh! Oh!
Also, what you can do is if you actually beak bust on the in the crazy castle, you can actually be able to just jump very high and whee! Whee! It looks so fun. I actually loved doing that when I was a kid. Just beak busting on the on the crazy castle, and then just jumping up here. And see one of my friends on my Nintendo Switch friend list playing Animal Crossing here. That's cool. I don't really play Animal Crossing though. It's New Horizons for the Nintendo Switch, which I was never really into Animal Crossing, to be honest here. So anyway, so that's the two Jiggies we're gonna go ahead and collect here. So yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and save them until after we beat those mini games over there. We'll just get the two Jiggies, just kind of kill two birds with one stone. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this off here, because this video is going on long enough. It's almost like a half hour. So anyways, next time on Let's Play Banjo-Tooie, we're gonna go ahead and do more things around Witchyworld, do all the fun stuff here, and enjoy all these rather dangerous rides, and survive here, and then we'll play more of those mini games. It's so fun. I love this world. So anyways, until next time, I will see you guys later.